up there. There you go.
There you go.
This is a list of everybody's capacity and how much of it is occupied. So the green means that the green line right here for Adam Lewis is how much he could do, and this is how much he's scheduled for. And you can see this week he's over, and then back to under, and then over again. And Brett Favre, our famous quarterback, way over allocated at the end of the month. Let's find out why. And you can open that up and you see, well, these are all the different projects that Brett's on and where the hours are of each thing. And you can even drill in right down to find the tasks that he's assigned to. Like, okay, he's going to do that design work. And from this screen, you can drag them to another resource to reschedule if you want. But this is what we're talking about by putting your project plans in, by putting in the effort and duration. This report is automatically generated for you, assuming you have all of your projects in the system, right, for your organization. You don't have to like go and put this spreadsheet together and end up, somewhere else to show how busy everyone is, which a lot of people still do that even with modern tools. You might be using a tool like Trello or something like that doesn't do this kind of thing.
This is probably
manually
one of the powerful things that you can have as a project manager.
Exactly.
To your point, Steve, it's not only the red stuff, the items in red. So yeah, maybe Brett's over capacity, but I can see that he has a couple days available.
2 weeks.
So how can I move things around? And you got to look at your dependencies, et cetera. But maybe there's a way to shift this around to where it levels it off for him. And then I look at the one below, the Emily and the Eric, I'm like, are they just twiddling their thumbs? Like, what are they doing? Right. So maybe I need to get on the phone. That's where you have an opportunity to talk to them saying, I see that you got these things on your plate. How you doing with them? Do you think the estimates are right? Or maybe they're wrong. Let's make sure. And then, okay, well, if the estimates are right, then what would you like to do during the couple hours that you might have? Because, where can we do some improvements, some training, some, cross trainings? I don't know. You have that conversation, or maybe, hey, you know what? You're really under allocated for the next week. You want to take a vacation for a week, because a lot of companies have unlimited PTO too.
Yeah.
Well, why have people sit and twiddle their thumbs? Because sometimes that's not motivating at all.
Yeah.
And
I do want to share two other parts of this. If you just mentioned PTO, there's a way in our tool to have PTO where the person can just mark off that they're going to be out, like, these 3 days. That'll automatically, right now I'm Patrick Insight, but this is what they would see, and they can say, I'm going to be out that day.
Mm-hmm.
This report reflects that.
Yeah.
Now the thing will automatically lower their capacity. If they just mark off when they're going to be out, then you can tell that they're not available.
Yep. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
Oh, I was just going to say, one of the powers with that, Steve, if you filter it and group them by resource type, then it ties back into our roster that we had.
That's right.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then you can then see that of my consultants, I have somebody who's going to be on PTO, and now I need to balance out that sheet there.
Right. This particular report can be rolled up by department or by resource type so that you can get a capacity of your whole, like all your engineers or your developers.
That's very cool.
Yeah, exactly. So,
like I said,
there's way more to it than that, but that's, the high level.
And the hard part, though, and this is what everybody needs to understand, the hard part is the discipline to maintain it. That's the hard part, and then you and your organization need to be reinforcing with people, you got to put this stuff in the system. You've got to, make sure it's accurate. And it's going to take time for people to get that habit. That's why I was saying, I would even be calling Emily and saying, hey, you're under allocated. What else can we do to fill that time? And that gives you that opportunity to really understand those individuals and really kind of build that team. So, I love this chart, and I love the fact that you can roll it up to different departments. I think that's great too. But the discipline is super important, because garbage in, garbage out, right?
Yeah, for sure. But that's why with the electronic with the tools, having the templates and having it not be difficult, like we said before, 20 years ago, each project manager would have this information like trapped in their one file. But to
Mm-hmm.
get it all online, then it creates, once you get it online, you get so much. This is where the superpowers comes in,
Yeah.
that we're able to look at all of the projects at once and not just one at a time. So, and then also there's this project manager, you may not be, these might be other projects these people have. You may have no responsibility for those projects, but it's good for you to see them at least.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.